All right, beer time. Southern Tier Brewing has put out a 15-pack variety pack. 5 different beers, 3 of each. We're going to go through every single one of them. The first one, Lakeshore Fog, the Hazy and Juicy IPA. And I'm thirsty, so we're going to go right into it. I have gotten really into all the juicy, hazy IPAs lately, just like everybody else has. So first off, the smell is phenomenal. Super citrusy. I know it's got like 2 or 3 different kinds of hops in it. I know there's like Mosaic and Citra for sure. And I think there might have been a third somewhere. The IBUs are 20. Alcohol content 6.5. So it's pretty run of the mill across. It's a little light on the IBUs, but it's really juicy to make up for it. It's really, really good. Now, I don't think there's any additive like fruit flavorings or flavorings at all. I think it's all pretty honest and genuine, just pure hop flavor. I know it's dry hopped, and I think they hop it 4 separate times to get this wonderful haziness where you can't see my hand, as we know is my little tester here. But the 5 out of this variety pack we're going to go through, this was the one I was the most looking forward to. I think 4 out of the 3 are IPAs, one's a pale and one's a Pilsner or something. I can't remember. Maybe a blonde, whatever. But it's pretty IPA heavy. So they're probably just slight variances apart. But as we've talked about before here, Southern Tier has yet to let me down with a single beer yet. So if they're going to put out a variety pack of 5 different ones, I'm in. I'm buying. It's juicy, as it's a little bit thicker and obviously super hazy, but as we were talking about earlier, it's not super fruity. It's all this just natural hoppy citrus aroma and taste you get out of it. So keep that in mind. Don't be confused. I was a little bit confused too. I was expecting a bit more, but then I started having more of these juicy IPAs. That's not always the case, but it's really solid. It's kind of light. It's hoppy, but not too hoppy. It's not too bitter, but a little bit of that IPA bite is there. It's extremely refreshing. As you can tell, it still has really good head retention to it. If that's something you're into, you'll appreciate that as well. But it's extremely crisp and smooth for a hazy IPA. You don't feel like you're chewing the beer down, or sometimes you do, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But it's just really good. This could be a simple daily drinker, a quick one after dinner. Can't go wrong with it. And as we're going to learn, you can't go wrong with any of these. But especially this one. This one's just a really finely crafted beer. Nothing exceptional, but it's modesty across the board, and all the different attributes of a juicy hazy IPA are there. It's just good. Not a whole lot of maltiness coming through at all. I know we've had a couple IPAs recently where you still got a good bit of that malt taste, which is seemingly near impossible when you start throwing in all these hops. So if you don't care for malty, which I do have a few friends that don't care for malty whatsoever, this might be right up your alley. Yeah, recap. 6.5, 20 IBUs. It's got 2 or 3 different hops. I've seen a couple places say different things, but we know there's Mosaic and Citra for sure. I mean, that's kind of across the board for all IPAs, generally speaking. It's dry hopped 4 different times. It's just really solid. Can't go wrong. I totally suggest anyone to go pick it up. If you like IPAs at all, you're probably going to enjoy this one. It's a good buy. You won't regret it. There you go. We'll see you next time with the next one out of the overpack'd variety pack.